I'm very interested in your story and how you got to the place that you are now. So is there a point in your life? Can we start in high school? What were you like in high school?
I was, I might as well have been a dropout.
Welcome
if I'm
to the
being
show.
honest, like this was like so on brand. I wasn't very good at school at all. Not that I didn't try, I actually really liked it. However, I just wasn't a student like sitting in a classroom and learning.
Yeah.
I had to be hands-on and I had to be doing something active to learn. And I'm a very visual learner, so it just like wasn't my thing. And I don't know. I had fun. I liked going and seeing my friends. I was very outgoing, but I was not.
And where are you from
smart.
again?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. What part?
Allentown?
Of course, Allentown.
Never heard of it.
Were your parents strict growing up with like grades and things like that? Or did they understand that you weren't the best at?
I think they understood. I'm one of 4 siblings, and my 2 younger siblings are very smart, so they kind of pushed them a little more. And then me and my older brother were very hands-on. So neither of us went to college. My younger brother, younger sister went to college, and my parents didn't push it. They were just like, why don't you take a year off after high school and see what you want to do? Because I've always wanted to dance, and that's what I pursued.
I was actually going to bring that up because obviously we were doing, not in a weird way, we were doing a little bit of research. And clearly you're a dancer.
Yeah.
And I brought up your heels situation.
Yeah.
I can't walk in heels to save my life. And it's a problem with every stylist I've ever had because I'm like, gee, I feel like this dress would look cute with sneakers. And they're like, Indiana, put on heels. I'm like,
Grow up.
I'm just going to be standing there just like wobbling. But I noticed that you do a lot of heels classes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel like I should take one of those to figure out how to walk in heels. Because if I can dance in heels, I can
Jared
walk
and I
in
will take it
heels.
with you. I told you that.
Oh, that would be
100%.
so much fun.
Oh
There's
my
so
God.
many men that take class. It's so powerful.
Wow, we should do
you
it.
teach classes, right?
I teach, yeah.
Oh my God.
We've got a teacher right here.
We got to go to one of her class. I can't dance at all.
I'm sure you can break it down in a heels class.
You can try.
Well,
and that's
yes.
what matters.
That's all that matters.
That is what matters, that we break it down in a heel. Oh my God, would you guys do that?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God, that'd be so fun.
I would bust
love
it
that.
down. Absolutely. Have you seen me in heels, Jared?
Yeah.
A problem. That's what the kids
Those
say.
calves, something else.
That's what I've been
You'd be
saying.
so tall.
That is true. The height
be
would
too
increase.
Why do you have to do that to me?
Because we're best friends, and I've got to rouse you a little bit, and then you get back at me, and then we move on with our life. You know
It's
what I
a
mean?
bit.
It's a bit.
It's a
What is this?
It's weird, right? I live with this every day. This is my reality.
Okay. So
What are you?
okay. So high school. Wait, when did you become a dancer?
When I was a child.
A child. Nice.
A child.
And then
Were you one of those people that like their moms put you in dance at like 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I sucked.
Oh, yeah.
I had 2 left feet. I was a horrible dancer, and I was pigeon-toed.
well, you weren't walking
horrible.
6 months earlier,
I
so I mean that's pretty
pigeon-toed
good.
too.
Right.
So how'd you actually overcome the pigeon-toedness and
My mom put my shoes on the opposite feet, she said.
what?
Yeah. I don't know if that helped at all. I mean, I don't have the best dancer turnout. And it comes from your hips.
See, I was about to ask about your dancer turnout, and I just didn't know if that'd be too personal. But now that we know we're allowed to ask about the dancer turnout,
Right. It is a touchy subject. I don't like my turnouts. So
okay, good. And then a
Not very
turnout
happy.
would be
This is a great turnout. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
okay.
This is a turnout when you turn your feet out.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess I
this
could've
is
just-
not
That's
good
quite-
in dance. That's
No.
called sickled foot.
Gotcha.
And that's
Yeah.
how I stand on a regular.
Yeah.
Okay, so high school, and then how did you go from Pennsylvania to Los Angeles?
I always wanted to go to LA,
Yeah.
pretty much like everybody else. And I finished high school, and I was like, I really want to dance. And I was an hour and a half from Manhattan. So I started taking professional classes there, and I started going on auditions, and I was booking a lot of jobs in Manhattan, but it wasn't, the difference between New York and LA is New York is very jazz, ballet, Broadway, and LA is more commercial, which is what I wanted to do. And so I did everything I wanted to do in New York, and so I conquered that when I was 18, 19, and I was like, I want to move on. So I wanted to go to LA. And I had $200 in my pocket.
Nice.
Everybody told me I couldn't do it. My parents and my family supported me, and they were like, you can do it. Just do it. So
That's
I
all
went
you
out,
need,
and
just
they
a
were like,
couple
if you
people
want
in
to
your
come
corner.
back, right, like
Yeah.
have some sort of like support and backbone to go back to. So my parents, still to this day, I've been out here 6 years, and they're like, if you want to come back, you can come back. And I'm like, I'm good.
No, that same thing with my mom. She'll call and be like, hey, you just want me to cover gas this week? I'm like, Mom, actually, I don't. Well, how we met, just similar to your $200 story, we met in a 2-bedroom apartment with 10 people when we first moved out here.
10?
It was 10 of us.
Our room had 3 sets of bunk beds, so there's 6 people in there.
How many bathrooms?
2 bathrooms. One
But
didn't
one of
really
them-
work.
yeah.
One of them was
One a few boys would use to bring girls over and have sex with, so we didn't use that one, and
Right.
we didn't know them. So
A smush room.
the smush room.
smush
You've
room.
been. It's a smush room.
It's a smush room.
So
What do we do?
Jared and I decided, hey, what if we moved out from this hellhole, and then we moved 6 people into this apartment at one time, and now it's just us.
Eventually, like one by one, people kept leaving, and then they got to the point where they could afford this place, just them two. And I was like, growth, guys, growth. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
character
But
development.
then no, I love like stories of people coming here and being like, yeah, I had absolutely nothing, and then
Yeah,
not.
nothing.
I feel like those are the most humble people when they become successful, and like those are the people that really inspire people. So that's really cool.
Remember where you come from.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have really strong with your family? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
How often do you go back?
Now I go back like every other month. When I first came out here and I didn't have money, I tried to just go home for Christmas at least. But I know I went a year without going home, and I was like, I don't want this to ever happen again.
Yeah.
So I just hustled and made more money.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.